Hey guys, today I will be discussing on why electric vehicles may not be possible in India for the next 10 to 15 years. Well, electric vehicles are taking the world, but here in India, can we really hope EVs will replace petrol and diesel vehicles anytime soon? Let's dive into the reality of why electric vehicles may not be practical in India for the next 10 to 15 years. India is one of the fastest growing automobile markets in the world. Yet, despite global trends towards electrification, India faces significant limitations that make an all electric future appear far away. Let's discuss on challenges for EV adoption in India. Lack of charging infrastructure. One of the biggest challenge is the lack of charging infrastructure. In urban areas, EV owners can still manage with limited charging stations. But however, in rural and semi-urban regions, which forms the majority of India, charging stations are almost non-existent. Number 2, high cost of electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are significantly more expensive than petrol or diesel cars. The high cost of EV batteries, which account for nearly 40% of the vehicle price, makes EVs unaffordable for most Indians. Number 3, dependency on imports for batteries. India relies heavily on imports of lithium and other rare earth metals used in EV batteries. This dependency not only raises cost but also creates a supply chain vulnerability. Number 4, weak power grid infrastructure. India's electricity grid is another challenge. In many regions, frequent power cuts and insufficient electricity supply make it hard to imagine supporting millions of EV charging daily. Number 5, environmental concerns. EVs are often marketed as environmentally friendly, but their batteries come with their own set of environmental challenges. Mining lithium is resource intensive, and disposal of used batteries can harm the environment if not managed properly. Number 6, lack of incentives and policy support. Government policies to promote EV adoption are still in their infancy. While some urban focused subsidies exist, rural India sees little to no support for EVs, further broadening the gap. Number 7, consumer behavior and mindset. Indian consumers still prefer petrol and diesel vehicles for their affordability, availability, and ease of maintenance. Range anxiety and long charging times are also big obstacles for potential EV buyers. Now let's compare global versus India. Countries like Norway have achieved over 80% EV penetration due to subsidies, a robust charging infrastructure, and a small population. In India, with its vast geography, high population, and diverse economic conditions, the same approach isn't feasible. Well, let's focus on different types of possible solutions. While the roads ahead is challenging, there are ways India can overcome these obstacles and prepare for an EV future. Number 1, build charging infrastructure. The government and private companies need to collaborate to set up a reliable and widespread network of charging stations, especially in rural areas. Number 2, invest in local battery manufacturing. India must focus on developing local battery manufacturing facilities to reduce dependency on imports and bring down costs. Number 3, improve grid capacity. Upgrading India's power grid to handle the additional load of EVs is crucial for long-term sustainability. Number 4, affordable EV models. Automakers should develop cost-effective EV models tailored to the needs of Indian consumers. Number 5, policy and incentive boosts. Government can provide better subsidies, reduce tax on EVs, and incentivize R&D to make EV adoption easier. Conclusion: while EV adoption in India may not happen overnight, the future is still promising with the right strategies and investments. We can bridge the gap and pave the way for sustainable mobility. What do you think? Can India overcome these challenges in the next decade? Let us know in the comments.